Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 10 in my playthrough of Horizons. Today I'm joined on the server by Dornall and Lord Raccoon, and we are going to be trying to spawn the Wither at some point. We've been making this stuff right here. Reinforced sapphire glass, which is witherproof. That should be pretty good. That'll keep him from getting away and keep him from destroying a bunch of stuff that we don't want him to destroy. But before we can spawn the Wither, we are going to need to actually have the Wither skeleton skulls. So we've come up with a plan for that, which involves soul shards. You can see that I have that being searched right now in my NEI. And Raccoon, you said you kind of know what to do with this, because I've never used it.
Yeah, it's not really hard. The whole idea is that first you get a bunch of soul sand like this, you cook it, and you're going to have this vile dust.
We get the vile dust, okay.
Yeah, I already cooked this in the furnace.
Cool.
So then what you need to do is just mix with glowstone.
Okay.
So they're going to make the corrupted essence.
Corrupted essence. Okay, I got a stack of that.
Okay. So now what you need to do is just create the soul forge. You're going to need some cobblestones, obsidian, and one corrupted essence.
Okay. How many? We probably don't need a ton of those, do we?
Just need one. Don't worry.
One obsidian?
No, 3 obsidian.
Okay, there's 4 in here in the furnace.
Okay.
Oh, no obsidian down there for it to mine right now. We've already mined it
I
all
have
up.
here.
Okay.
I have here. There you go.
Oh, you
3
got
obsidian.
it? There we go. All right. 3 obsidian and some cobble, I think was the
Cobble. Yep. Just create soul forge. I don't know exactly when I'm going to put all the magical stuff.
Soul forge. There we go. Got me a soul forge.
Perfect. Now cook a diamond.
Cook a
You need-
diamond.
You have to use the corrupted soul as fuel.
So I use the soul forge, and oh, okay, I see.
Looks. So you put in
That's-
top slot, you put the diamond, and you
Right.
have to cook with a soul.
Let me move it over here to the magical style area because that looks
Sure.
cool and magical. I'll just put it right here beside the locker where we're keeping all the other magic stuff. So we put a diamond in there and cook it with the corrupted essence.
Wow.
Might take a while. Did you say this takes like
11 minutes each.
11? Do we really need that many?
We're going to make few other shards. That's good.
Okay.
And we have tons of diamonds. Not a problem.
True. Okay, so this is going to take a long freaking time.
11 minutes in real lifetime for each one of the diamonds.
Okay, well, while that's cooking, I can take this reinforced glass and go start working on that. We're going to need to move the miner or something like that if we're going to continue to use it to get the obsidian. Because I think I've cleared out most of the lava directly underneath the base. I think. So I can take the shortcut down, because we've got water down here now. Very nice. And we're just going to come out this way a little ways and make our wither spawning chamber. Just out here somewhere. It's a good spot. Just get rid of this cactus. And we'll do 3, 4, 5. And we're going to want to come up. We need to come up 5 from there. This actually looks pretty cool. Definitely do not have enough of it. We're going to need a ton more of this, so we're going to need a ton more obsidian. And actually, I got a way we can get a lot of obsidian real fast. You know how we're going to do that? I got a plan.
Man with a plan.
Man with a plan, yep. I have a pretty good plan for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up our digital miner. Let's see here. Give me that. Grab the digital. Oh, because I got it set to something different. Let's see. Turn it back to wrench. Nope, not rotate. Wrench. There, now I can pick it up. Pick up our battery. Take that with me. And I don't need this soul sand right this minute, so I'm going to put that away. Put away some of this stuff. Soul sand. Always got extra temporal nuggets in my inventory because I kill stuff with my temporal sword. We got 3 extra liquid nodes if you need them. All. I put them in the top chest over here. We're running out of space over there. We're going to need to figure out something better for our storage. Raccoon's having fun with his hourglass. So what I'm going to do... Oh. Shoot. I need to do something else first.
Where did you start building at?
I actually need outside, down bottom level. Right, just past the Nether portal. Okay, so I'm gonna come down here. I should still be able to find some lava down here pretty easily. I need to get 3 buckets because I need to get some more time.
I have 1 bucket here. Lava.
I can grab it from down here. It's not a big deal. There's actually some obsidian down here if I was to set that up. I hear something down here. Every time I come down here, I hear something. I'm not sure what it is. Something is interesting going on down there. Anyway, I can just fly back up the tunnel like this. Gets me most of the way up. And then I can fly the rest of the way up on the outside. It takes it's a challenge to keep that under control. So if where is it at? Give myself 2 more buckets of lava. We got a pet right now, by the way.
Has no name yet, but it's there.
He's there. It's too far. I need a nugget, I need an ingot of temporal material to make myself one of the temporal cores so that I can get some more time sand. And this is important. I'll show you why in 1 second as soon as we get over to the Nether. You may have already guessed what I'm up to. So that goes in there, and that'll start collecting us more time sand. So as soon as we get, I think it's an hour's worth, and I can actually put it into a bucket. Has to be in here first. Okay, so I think I need an hour's worth in there first. How far as long is this? It's about halfway done, so let me check this. We got an hour's worth yet? Not quite. Anything else I can update the viewers on? I think we haven't done too much since the last episode. The towers are doing their thing. The only issue with them right now is that they only work in the daytime. So we have a little bit of issue there.
Did you start building the Wither cage yet?
Yes. Can we all sleep? We can sleep off the night real quick since it just started.
I have oh, that's weird.
Since we're all like right by the beds. There we go. Yeah, it's on the ground level, right past the Nether portal.
Oh, okay, it's down there.
Yep. So let's come up and take a quick peek at what these are doing. So yeah, we got to keep it daytime in order for these to actually work. But once they're up to their maximum speed, they'll be producing. This one's producing brine. That brine is actually going straight over into the other one via a pipe on the next level down. And then it's coming up here. Big Bad Chris was slain. It's coming over here and being turned into liquid lithium. We will then at that point need to turn that liquid lithium into a gas using a rotary condensator. And then that gas, that gaseous lithium, will go into some solar neutron activators to make our tritium. It's going to probably be a few more episodes before we even get close to making the reactor. In fact, we haven't even started on the second part of the fuel yet, but that actually will be a little bit easier. So we're looking, got a lot of time left on that yet. But I should have enough time sand in here. Yes, I got 4 hours in there. So now I can get a bucket of time sand. Look at this. I got a bucket of time sand. You ever see this stuff? Watch this stuff. Whoosh.
Whoa.
Time sand. You want to light that back up? Whoops.
Probably that's a good idea.
Put out all the torches there. Let's get some lights back down. Oh, that was funny. But it moves very fast. Very fast. And it's a liquid. So I can use this in the Nether to turn the lava into obsidian very fast, like. Let's head
I
over
want to
there.
see that.
Let's head over there. Alright, looks like we're somewhat safe. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
What the deuce? Oh. We've got a nasty guy. A couple of them. Ouch. Oh, I gotta hit that. Oh, wait, did I?
Okay.
Need to get over here. There's too much flowing lava. Too much flowing lava right there. That one doesn't look like it's gonna move. Well, I can get rid of a bunch of flowing lava if I get rid of that lava block over there. Let's see if I can get rid of this flowing lava real quick, because that's super annoying.
There's another one. You can always convert that lava down there into... Oh.
I'm trying to get down to the main level here. There's just so much flowing lava and nasty guys. It's making it a little difficult. There, he's dead.
I can see that.
Ugh. That's annoying.
What's that?
Flowing lava.
Oh, you are in the Nether.
Oh, definitely.
You see how
that was
easily
a close one.
you can see how easily I can convert this stuff to obsidian. Man, I really want to get rid of that piece up there, but can I instead? Here, what if I do all
Come on, try again. Try again.
and then
Come on, guys.
here.
Yes, I'm having fun.
You getting the gas? All right.
Yeah, with his own barbell.
Oh, send it. Yeah, return to sender.
Yeah, the only problem that I haven't got that achievement yet.
Oh, careful! Don't want to fall in it.
Gas tier.
Okay, can I get this cut off yet? I pretty much got it cut off now, I think. There we go. I can remove all this cobblestone. Actually, I can probably set up my miner right on this cobblestone. With good reason to do that. Let's go ahead and remove all these. I can leave myself a little bit of a platform here. And if I put that there, set that back down there. Go ahead and set the digital miner up right here. Give it ultimate power cube on the rear. And when you're rotating these things, the side that you click on is the plane that it rotates in. So, did I rotate that around the right direction? Yeah. It's now, and the power cube only has an output on one side. The other the other 5 sides are inputs. So, start. 700 and a whole lot of lava to mine out. Or 700 and some obsidian. So that's going to be a pretty good amount of obsidian. And as it mines it out, as soon as it gets to the edge where the time sand's flowing, it will flow out again and make more obsidian. And I'll be able to mine that. I'll have to reset the digital miner, but it'll make a whole lot more sand for us. So really, are you over here? Yeah, you're kind of right here, Raccoon. So
me? Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this lava here.
I could technically leave him over here to keep it loaded while it mines out all this obsidian. And I could head back over and check on the soul sand thing, or soul shard thing.
Bring a couple stacks of obsidian with you.
Bring some with me, okay. Bring some with me. Yeah, I gotta be careful here. Oop, don't want to rotate that. Bring a few stacks of obsidian with me. Alright, head back over there. Kind of don't go too far away from the miner, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm chunk loading?
Yeah, you're chunk loading.
Okay.
Okay, so right there you can see the glass that I've got so far, and let's get back up here.
Throw it in the alloy furnace.
Okay. And the alloy furnace is what we use to make the special glass. Okay, cool. That's working. Oh, it'd be a good idea probably if I ate some food so I can heal up. Now then, put this stuff away. Let's check on our soul shard furnace over here. Is it working? We have 3 unbound soul shards now. So we get 3 per.
So what you need to do right now, for each one of those, you can try to put all 3 on the bar. First one, you kill a skeleton. You're gonna bound one of the shards to a skeleton soul.
Okay.
So every time you kill a skeleton, you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and up to 1024. That's the number we want. It's tier 5. So there's a lot of skeletons to kill.
But it'll work at a lower tier if we wanted it to.
If we get like 64, you get tier 1.
Well, there's some skeletons in the in the spawner thing over here.
Oh, good. So you can only bind 1 shard every time. So if you kill skeleton first, one of the shards is gonna be skeleton.
So there's some zombies in there, and I don't want a zombie one, so I assume.
That's why put the 3 on the bar. Worst case, you're gonna have 1 shard for zombie, 1 for skelly, and you can get the 3rd one, whatever you want.
So, and then, okay.
The only problem
is once
you
also
put in a soul cage, you cannot move the tier up.
Oh, once it's a soul cage, it's done.
Exactly. So that's why if you wanna have like a an easy way perhaps is to create a tier 1, put in a soul cage, do a lot of skeletons with a second one, so you make a tier 2, 3, 4, 5 or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking we would do.
There you go. That's why I'm cooking a lot of soul shards.
So I need to kill a skeleton first. There, it's bound to skeleton.
Perfect.
So now, if I kill another skeleton, is it gonna
Count
bind
2.
another one, or is it gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna count to that skelly.
Or is it gonna? No, it's just gonna count to the one that I have. Okay, so it didn't make a new one. So if I wanted, okay, out of here.
I'm on fire.
Okay, so I got the skeleton one. Yeah. Okay, I got the skeleton one. I don't really want any other mobs that I can think of. The only other mob that I can think of that I might want is the Enderman. Can you guys think of any other mob that you would really want a shard for?
Yeah. You can get directly the black skeleton.
Oh.
The Nether skeleton. You can get directly over there.
So now that this is bound to a skeleton, can I make a cage out of it now, or do I have to actually?
You need to have at least 64.
At least 64. Okay, so let's go kill 64 skeletons. I don't think I'm going to subject you guys to all that, so we're going to kill 64 skeletons. We're going to come back when we're ready to set up the spawner in the Nether. All right, back in a little. All right, folks, back for a moment. Dornell's excited because he got all the materials ready for the condensator. And there we go, some glass. Some, what is it, 4 glass total? Yes, 4 glass total. A gas tank, a energy tablet, and a circuit. And this thing, the dynamic tank. I don't know if we're going to want to use dynamic tanks or not. They're kind of cool. They're going to be a pretty big size if you need them to be. So, what was it? The dynamic tank was there, I think. Steel casing. Glass around the outside. And what we're going to want to do with this thing, first of all, like that, there we go, rotary condensator, is we're going to need to use this to make the materials in order to get our solar neutron activators. So, neutron, let's look at solar. So, LAR, solar neutron activators, right there. The thing that we need this for first, before we use it later in our field production, is we need to make these HDPE sheets, which takes these pellets, which requires substrate in a PRC. So you're going to have to get the materials together for 2 PRCs, well, at least 1 PRC. So substrate combined with liquid ethylene and oxygen. So we're going to need to save some oxygen for that. We have an oxygen tank right above my head. So that's not a big deal. Oxygen's not a big deal. And we need some hydrogen and water with some biofuel to make that substrate in the first place. And when we do that, when we make the substrate, we will actually get the ethylene that we need in the second process to make the HDPE pellets. Got that? Did you catch that all that, Dornell?
No, but I'll figure it out.
You need to make the PDE, or whatever it's called. Let's see, it's a mechanism device. It is
PRC.
PRC,
right?
Thank you, yes. Pressurized reaction chamber is what that stands for. So we need at least one of those. It's a little bit easier if you have 2, but if you have 1, we can finagle it around, because we can put the hydrogen, which we can get hydrogen from our separator right there. Get some hydrogen, put it into there with some water and some biofuel. That'll give us our substrate and our ethylene. Then we'll use the rotary condensator that we just put together to concentrate that ethylene into liquid ethylene, feed it back into the PRC with some oxygen, and put the substrate in, and we will get the plastic pellets, basically is what they are, plastic. So, I'm just going to slap this down somewhere temporarily on a power line. And then when you get the PRC ready to go, put it right beside it. Let's see, let's left, right. let's see. L is liquid, G is gas. It's going to get gas in it first. So there you go. Put the PRC right beside it whenever you're ready, and it'll go ahead and put the gas in there and liquefy the ethylene.
Yep, I'm looking for the PRC to make it right now.
Pressurized reaction chamber is what you're looking for. It doesn't actually say PRC in NEI. So I got to get back to killing skeletons. I've got quite a few of them to kill yet.
There you go.
You got the PRC? You got the parts for the PRC?
Yep. In the chest.
Top chest? Okay. Relatively simple machine, actually. It does take an enrichment. That's not the parts for it. Not quite there, buddy. That steel casing is supposed to be an enrichment
chamber. Sorry.
Enrichment chamber, yep. So, which isn't too difficult. I mean, that's just an enrichment chamber is just some circuits, some gold, and some redstone added to that casing, and it'll be ready to go. Why don't you just go ahead and make it and place it down over here while I try to figure out the hydrogen and water. There we go. We got some hydrogen into the tank. Let's turn this back off to idle. Oh my goodness, it is loud. And we might need to make a tank of water just to tank. We can make a portable tank with some glass, some stone, and and a circuit. So a circuit we have. It's a glass. We have a lot of glass panes, but no glass.
Glass is over in the oak drawers.
Okay, I see. Was it 2 glass and 6 iron? Will get us a portable tank. Very nice. Will these pretty much function very much like the portable tanks from thermal expansion?
It's in there now. I gotta step away for a minute, so.
Do that. Pick it back up for a moment. Let's get our hydrogen tank. I don't know if I can pick it up with a wrench or not, or if I just gotta... Yeah, I can't pick it up with a wrench. Good, got the hydrogen tank. Then, he said he's in here. He's in here? Okay. Almost. Just gotta put it together. So that tank, that tank there. These... Was there another one of those in there? Oh, that was what goes on the top. That goes on the top. Like that, and then circuits. Here and here. There we go, a PRC. And I'm just going to go ahead and place that there, get some power. It should whoops, I don't want to rotate it. Get back to in front. So it's got 2 tanks. Now my interface is kind of messed up because I'm using we're using the Sortex pack, and it hasn't caught up to the GUI of the new mechanism stuff. So there are tanks over here that do have circles around, or they do have outlines around them. I'm not going to switch to vanilla textures just so you guys can see that. Just trust me that they're there if you're using vanilla textures. But what we do want to do is we want to feed the water and the hydrogen in there. So let's see, can we put this in there somewhere? No, we actually have to feed it in like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that. And you see the little red dot on the side? That means that's the side that exports. These are very much like the power batteries, the energy cells. We just need to tell this thing to accept gas. So you notice there's these different tabs in here. We click over to the gas, and we want to change that to the input and this side to the output. So now if we go back to the regular interface, we can see that it's full of hydrogen. Good. We also need to get water into that tank. So we're going to put the water on the top. Go ahead and hit the wrench to make it export, maybe? That doesn't seem to work. Is there a way to do that? Configure items, configure fluids. As in and out. Okay, I don't want to pick it up. I want to, can we switch it to export? I did something, I don't know what. Did it put fluid in here? No. Let's make sure that it's accepting fluid on the top. So if we click the fluids tab, it is not. It's accepting fluids on the bottom. So there, if it's accepting fluids from the top, we can see that is now draining the water into there. Perfect. So we got water and hydrogen in there, and now we're ready to produce some biofuel. Biofuel is pretty much almost any organic material thrown into a crusher. So saplings, seeds, wheat, anything like that. I'll just move away from it for a minute because it's noisy. They're noisy. And then once we got the biofuel, we go ahead and put that into this PRC, and this is going to give us our substrate. And it's also going to produce us our ethylene over here. Ethylene's being produced. Is it not going out? It doesn't look like it's going out yet. Okay, because we need to set the gases to auto-eject. So now the auto-eject is on. The ethylene is going into the rotary condensator. The condensator is turning that gaseous ethylene into liquid ethylene, and we're going to use that later in the same PRC to make some plastic pellets. My goodness, this thing is complicated. And this is only one little part of the big picture.
And I'm going to have to leave you here for a little bit. I will be gone for a couple hours, and I will be returned.
Alright, well, by that time, you should have your wings ready to go.
There is a chest next to my bed over there. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, okay.
Just throw them in there.
Cool. Looks good. I'll catch you later, buddy. And we're going to take a quick break and come back when it's time to fight the Wither. Okay, folks, back again for a moment to kind of conclude how we do this. So I got the PRC, but right now it's filled with hydrogen and water. I don't need either of those in there right now because I want to make the pellets, which require oxygen and liquid ethylene. I've gone ahead and pumped my liquid ethylene into the portable tank that I have. It should have, yeah, there we go. It's got 6 and a little bit extra buckets. Sounds like Lord Raccoon's having fun up there.
Yeah, exciting time.
I can pick that up, put that on top, but it's not going to be able to put any material in there, and it's not going to be able to pump into there until I get rid of the water. So in order to do that, there is a special process. You need a... what is it called? I can't remember what it's called, so let's just quickly look through the list of mechanism stuff. It's some kind of dropper. There it is. Gauge dropper. You need one of these, which is a piece of osmium and some glass panes. So do I have a piece of osmium in here by any chance? I do. And I know I got some glass panes over here. You're supposed to kill them, not let them blow up.
I don't have phaser.
Oh. So now I take the gauge dropper, and I can open the interface, and if I left click, I will suck up 1 bucket's worth of material out of the interface there. Since I don't need the water, and I can make water really easy, you can just shift right click, and it'll clear the gauge dropper. Do that again. I got to do this 10 times in order to clear this tank, the fluid tank. And just try to do this real quick. Not a real quick way to do it, unless maybe you had 10 droppers and you just was throwing them away afterwards. Probably not going to want to do that unless you're just loaded with resources, although we probably could say that we're loaded with resources. And this will also pick up less than a bucket as well. If there's less than a bucket in there left at the very end, it'll pick that up. So now we got an empty fluid tank. Excellent. Now I need to get the gas out, and it can do that too. Since I have hydrogen, I can actually put it right here, and it'll take it out of the gauge dropper and put it back into the tank. Very nice. Because what I actually need in there now is oxygen. So I'm going to pull all the hydrogen out this way. And then I'm going to go get the oxygen tank. Whoops. Left click the gauge itself. That's what you got to do. Then I'm going to pull out all the hydrogen, go get the oxygen, and pump that into there. And then we should be ready to go for the PR or HDPC pellet thingies, whatever they're called. And then we can make our sheets out of those, which will be used in our solar neutron activators. And we will pretty much be done with this reaction chamber for a while, unless we want to make plastic blocks, which is possible. We may eventually want to build stuff with plastic blocks. I don't know, because I'm not the only one making decisions when it comes to aesthetics. All right, it's a little slower this way since I'm emptying it into the thing here. Honestly, I probably could just dump it because we don't need the hydrogen that bad. I can produce it relatively easy. In fact, let me just do that to get this done faster and dump a few bits of hydrogen that we just really don't care about. There we go. Now I can pick this back up, put it back in its place. Usually it sits right here. These things are all kind of doing things. And I need the oxygen tank. Did I get it? Yes, I got it. Oxygen tank. I'm going to put that right there. All I need to do is switch my configurator back to fluids so that I can turn the tank to export into here. And now we can see we got liquid ethylene and oxygen in there. All I got to do is add the substrate. Oxygen, liquid ethylene. What am I getting over here? Oxygen's what's left over as well. So it doesn't use all the oxygen in the process, basically, is what it amounts to. And I think I can go ahead and put this in here as a tool for later use. I'm not going to combine that one with my multi-tool because I don't think that would work. There's certain things you do not want to add to your multi-tool. I think I mentioned that before. But there we go. Now we're getting HDPE pellets, and if we use a enriching chamber, whoops, we got to turn the auto sort off because it takes 3 to make a sheet. You can make a sheet with in a crafting grid with these as well, but it takes a lot more than 3. So we want to do that. We'll get as many of these sheets as we can. That way we can have a bunch of solar neutron activators working for us. So there's 6. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here somewhere, maybe. Sugar, I don't think we maybe have a place for yet. Anyway, I want to put those in there. Then they will be available later when Dornell comes back, so that he can start making some solar neutron activators. We are still gathering souls. How's that coming, by the way, Raccoon? You got a bunch of souls
It's
yet?
almost finished for the Skelly. And I got a different soul here that perhaps can be useful.
What? You got a lot of arrows in you.
Yeah.
If you
for the Skelly, I have 49.
49. Okay. If you use the temporal sword, you kill a little bit faster. Also,
yeah, that definitely would be a good idea.
You broke your helmet.
I broke my helmet. Oh yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
And I get the ingots. That's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, and you get temporal ingots, nuggets, stuff.
Yeah, lots of.
Yeah, and yeah, because those are being spawned by the cursed earth, they're gonna get you more because they have more hit points.
Oh no, Rich! Run!
Yeah, I can't help you too much there. I can't shoot past you. Anyway, so are we ready to put together the skeleton, you think? Or do you still have a few more kills?
I think I have a few more kills. Let me just check again.
Because if we're at
54, I need 64.
Okay, so you need 10
Want to finish
more.
that?
Okay. Yeah, we'll just come back in a few seconds when we got it finished and we're ready to actually set it up. All right, folks. It's taken a very long time to get our soul shard thing ready to go. So one of the things we have to do is we have to cook iron ingots with our corrupted essence, which gives us this stuff, selenium nuggets, because we need those to make our cage. If we look at soul shard stuff, we need some of these in order to make one of our soul cages. We need 4 ingots of it. So while I'm waiting for all that, Raccoon is off killing things, trying to get more soul shards of different things. Although I think really the only one that's important to us at this point anyway is the skeleton one. We're going to take it over to the Nether, and hopefully it's going to spawn us the wither skeletons. I hope it'll spawn wither skeletons over there. We'll see when we get to that point. But I did say that I was going to do some stuff with this magic, and you can see that I've got plenty of MRU in here now. I've got some iron, and I've already made a little bit of this magically fortified stone. I need some magically fortified glass. You can see that when I'm close to that, that gives me a debuff, MRU corruption. I'm not sure what that does to me. Makes my hearts purple on my bar down there. It's probably bad in some way, but I'm not sure. I don't exactly understand what way. It might possibly lower my UB MRU energy. I'm not sure. But it's supposed to be bad. Anyway, I needed those in order to make the magic table. And I want to get a magic table. Magician table, actually. Magician's table. Right there, that thing. So I needed to make these obsidian plates, which require the fortified frame, which I think I got the stuff for that now, I hope. So that fortified frame, yes I do. I can make a couple of those. Get an even number of them, I guess. In fact, actually, we should have just probably made all of them. Let's see, I need the iron and some more elemental stones to make some more of the these guys, iron frames. Should have checked in here to make sure I didn't actually have any of these parts already. I might. I'm definitely going to need a couple of those. Alright, we're good there. Come over here and so I need some emerald ones, which are the emerald. Just need a couple emeralds. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think will do. I just need 2 of these. Yeah, 2 of those. I should have everything now. Nope, I need to actually make the obsidian plate things. So 1, 2 of those. Now nope, still don't quite have. Oh, I need the elemental core. One of those. Some stone. Let's try that again. There we go. That one right there. Now, do I have everything? I do. We got the magician's table. So this is the other low tier crafting thing that we're going to need for this. So we'll put it right there. And I'm going to need to bind that also to our MRU matrix thing. So give me 1 more of those. Actually, I had plenty of those. I just need to combine it with one of these to give it make a binding crystal or binding gem, bound gem. And we'll bind that to this thing over here and put it in here. There we go. Now it should get some energy. There it goes, MRU. So now I can put some iron in that center right there. You can see blue-doop. It infuses it into a magical ingot. And with enough of these, and I'm getting corrupted here. Corruption. I just want 4 of these to demonstrate. I'm going to need more than that. I might as well let it go. Just let it do its thing over there. So now I will be able to, with these and some sticks. Where's the sticks? There's some sticks. I will be able to make some. Where are they at? I'm looking for gears. These right here, thaumium gears. Since there's no Thaumcraft in here, but this recipe, I don't know if this is an automatic recipe or if it's been specially added for this pack, but that's going to allow me to make thaumium gears, which are my favorite because they give me a good quality, a good speed, and a little bit of memory. So there we go. I can start making these now. Perfect. I like it. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go back to waiting on soul shard stuff to cook. This run out fuel? No, it's still going. Well, that has a pretty big radius that it corrupts you from. I'm not sure what kind of bad stuff that's doing to me, but I'm sure that it's doing some bad stuff to me. We got 16 there, 8 there. Got any in here? Nope. Did you have any of the solium nuggets on you, Raccoon?
No, it's supposed to have like 8 for each ingot.
Is it only 8?
Yeah, bummer.
Oh no, but it takes 9 to make the ingot.
Exactly.
Okay, so we still need one more of these needs to finish up. We're gonna need to make some more corrupted essence if we want this to work, because it's about to run out. Anyway, guys, I'll be back in a moment after we figure this out. I really want to get to Wither spawned in this episode. This is probably gonna be a long one, and I apologize. Or you're welcome, depending on your perspective. Back in a moment. Alrighty. Well, we finally got the soul cage made. And we got a soul shard with 128 kills, which makes it tier 2. So we're going to combine that with our soul cage, maybe. What do we got to do here?
You have to put the soul cage, and then you click with the soul on that thing.
Okay, so we put the soul cage down and then click it in the world. All right, well, we'll do that over there in the Nether, where we're actually going to build the trap thing, where we're going to build our killer. So, we want to get a whole bunch of wither skeleton skulls. So we're going to take our skeleton spawner thing. The wither bunker is done, although it's kind of hard to see the sides of it with that being all glass. But we're going to head over to the Nether, clear some space. I think we need probably a 9x9 area, right? Like just like any other.
Yeah, about that.
Any other spawner.
And make it safe.
Make it safe. I'm just going to come over here where Raccoon was digging stuff out earlier. And let's see here. We'll go. We'll put the cage down first. The cage down there. Good enough. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then this will be our wall. Go away, little slimy thingies. Little magma creams. I'm not interested. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So right there is our next corner. Oh, we need some conveyor belts. Can you bring us some conveyor belts, Raccoon?
Do we have? I'm gonna make some.
You gotta make them, but yeah. Could you
no problem.
make some and bring them over? Alright, please get out of the way, Mr. Pigman, because I don't want to kill you. Alright, good. Got that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and...
I don't think we have conveyor belts.
Yes, we do. They're not... Yeah, we certainly do. They're extra utility. Should, anyway, unless they've been disabled.
Oh, yeah, it is. Just they change how it works.
Is it named differently? Is that...
Looks different.
Yeah, it looks different. They don't look like the... Yeah, they definitely don't look like the Mine Factory Reloaded conveyor.
No, you need rail and... okay.
Yep. Whoa. I think 3 tall is good enough. I don't think it needs to be taller than that. I do believe that the wither skeletons are taller than 2, so it needs to be at least 3. We probably can make it taller.
They are three high. They won't pass if you have like just too high, so that's a good way to avoid them to hit you.
Okay, there we go. That works out to there. Just gonna move these over here. Alright, so if all goes well, all I need to do is put this soul shard into this cage, right? There we go. Done. Is there something else it needs to do? Does it need a redstone signal to work?
Not this one, because just tier 1. Tier 2. Tier 2, it must... I think... Let me see here. You must be within 16 blocks of soul cage, so... Perhaps won't spawn.
No problem there. Do you know how often it spawns? Because it's not doing anything yet. Or I'm wondering if maybe I need to do something
else.
It's
10 seconds, and you're gonna spawn 4 per spawn.
It's not doing anything, so I'm thinking...
Perhaps you need to be like farther than 16 blocks.
Oh, farther than 16 blocks?
Could be.
No, that's not it. Perhaps we need to
light
add
level.
Something. Oh, the light level's 0, so I'm sure we're okay there. There's no light. It is the Nether. So, oh, let me pull the soul shard back out of it, though. That's interesting. So you can take the soul shard out of it once it's Okay, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I think I need to try a redstone signal. Do I have a lever? I don't have a lever with me.
I have here.
Okay.
Almost there.
Usually, like, I thought there would be like a little flame in the center when it was active. I don't see that.
Okay. There's one guy here.
Did you get him? So maybe put a lever on it and see what happens. Put a lever on the top. Nothing.
The soul shards are in there?
Yeah, soul shard's in there. See, he's got that little creeper face on the side.
Okay.
That's indicating the soul shard's in there. Well, I feel silly because it's not working.
It could be that we are not... Oh, I know. Perhaps because it's regular skeletons.
Yeah, but
and we are in the Nether.
Regular skeletons...
So we are in the wrong dimension.
Regular skeletons do spawn in the Nether.
Okay, so yeah, it won't be a problem.
That's not the issue. Alright, back in a minute when we figure this thing out. Okay, folks, well, we discovered that the skeleton spawner just will not work in the Nether. So Lord Raccoon has spent, what, about 3 hours? 2 hours at least?
Yeah, about that. I was not that lucky.
Going around killing wither skeletons until we could get enough of those to make the tier 1 spawner. Now I have a soul shard, and we're going to work that one up, killing off of these guys until I can get that to be a tier 2, and then we'll swap them and keep working them up. Hopefully we'll get some wither skeleton skulls in the process. I'm definitely going to get lots of nuggets and things like that. Probably coal and bones too. Anyway, guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap this up. Unfortunately, I didn't get to the wither fight, so we'll probably do that first thing next episode. And I'll make some wings for everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed making it. Be sure and leave a like, comment, and a thumbs up if you did. And until next time, I will catch you later.
Bye-bye.